today. From Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 3 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the Carolina Panthers.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. And we are underway in Buffalo. Couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. To the air right away is Allen. And incomplete to open things up.
We have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And Cook has it, left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. First down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Right back to Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They run with a veteran here. It's Rashad Penny. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Young on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. He's a second-round pick, a solid second-round pick. But when you're close to that first round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same. But even more than that, it's prestige. Everyone wants to be a first-round pick, and he thought his talent demanded that. And I do know some teams in the league that first-round grades on him.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
They give them 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Usually the big fella's a blocker, a lead back, but he gets the ball on 1st down. What a surprise for everyone. And as a former safety, if he breaks into the secondary and you see him coming, you just know that's a whole lot of man you've got to deal with now.
They'll run with Sanders, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Taken at the goal line.
Pushing his way through.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
Play action. Now it's Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. From midfield, here's Allen.
Shakir hauls it in. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Allen's throw is complete. A beautiful fake. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Again, it's Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down. On play action, Allen.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young.
That one complete to Liggett.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now here's Young. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
And they'll send Waddle in motion left.
3rd and short yardage, Young.
He's got his target. That's complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball. One that they...
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Tip Ryman
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Panthers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
This taken in at the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
A give up the middle. Hubbard
stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10. They keep it with Penny on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's second and 1. As they've got it as we resume action. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Chuba Hubbard.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills.
Off the play fake, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. On second down, Young again.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Young. That is caught. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Young on first down.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run again.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Tip Ryman
ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
They go play action. Young.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Young will set to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you coming up at halftime. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And they'll send Williams in motion right. On play action, Young. And this is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll play fake. Now Young.
Got a man. That's Liggett.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Williams being motion left.
And they just get the play off. Now Young.
Right side to Williams.
Touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
35 yards.
And the Panthers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here's the Buffalo. On first down, Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Completes it to Coleman. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Allen.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. A 33-yarder from the left hash.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all...
Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now he's loose at the 40. He's across midfield.
And down right around the 37. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Once again, it's Brooks.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the 2nd half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Here's Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
So here's the... They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Young here, you can see, changing the play.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Sanders. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
They'll try to throw now. Young. And got his man complete.
Down to the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Jalen Waddle,
78 yards.
And the Panthers extend their lead yet again. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Now a 2nd and 2.
22 needle. Black Ultra.
Young now.
That one complete to Leggett.
83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It's Young on first down.
Got a man. That's Leggett.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Young going to give to Brooks.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
7 yards there and a first down. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. Now 2nd and 5. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They can probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. First try for the right arm of Dalton here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Jalen Waddle
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense back. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
78 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
He'll get this to about the 38. 2nd and 7. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. Dalton.
That is incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Brooks.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And now to the air, Dalton. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Throwing, Dalton. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
And here come the Bills. Oh, passing it, Dalton. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The Bills getting set to...
This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.